Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the middle of May. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now I do not offer personal readings and I will not send you a message on any platform. So if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scams. I do content on my Instagram if you'd like to give me a follow there, but Scorpio, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you. Now, you know the drill. The only way this channel continues to grow is by hitting the like button and subscribing. It really does help with the growth of the channel, but more importantly, hitting the like button does ensure that other people who may need to hear these messages have an opportunity to hear these messages, so please do consider doing that. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here. I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below. All right, we'll go ahead and put that right there, and let's see what we have here. Okay. Scorpio, energy on the bottom. You have the Knight of Cups. All right, definitely a very nice energy here for you. I'm just noticing, do we have all four knights? Hold on. One, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Wait, am I missing one? No. We have 3 knights. Okay. So Scorpio, wow, between now and let's say until the end of June, this is going to be a whirlwind time for you, okay? 2 or more nights, let alone 3 or more nights in a tarot reading, to me indicates a busy period of time in one's life, a strong period of time, because nights represent events and situations potentially happening quickly, because especially because one of the knights you have here is the Knight of Swords. But yeah, there could be a whole lot on your plate here for the rest of May and I think into June. The Knight of Cups in particular is about a potential love interest stepping into your life. That's if you're single. So obviously not everybody here is single. And so if you're not single and you're not interested in love, the Knight of Cups can signify some sort of event in your life that makes you extremely happy. So this could, for some people, maybe, having a child, having their first child, or having another child. That may be something that makes them extremely happy. This could be you connecting on a creative venture that just you feel so much joy and you put all your energy and effort into. Yeah, and it's sort of that type of energy here where it's something ultimate that brings you ultimate happiness into your life. So the Knight of Cups is definitely a welcome sign here. But here's what I have to say. Things are in motion for you, Scorpio, at this time. I will tell you that much. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in this cross here. So in the in the current situation, you have this Ace of Pentacles. We have 2 aces, we have double aces, we have triple knights. Wow. Lots of things here, right? And so the Ace of Pentacles in particular, this can signify a new start in the material realm, a new beginning in life. You can see the hand is offering a pentacle out to you, and the sun is kind of shining behind it. See the crops here on the illustration. Crops in tarot represent abundance. You can see the mountains in the distance. Mountains in the distance in tarot can represent rewards that are yet to come, mountains that you need to overcome, or mountains that you still need to climb. But once you get to the top of the mountain, it does say, obviously that's a huge feeling of exhilaration and success. And so what is it that you're looking to start here? The Knight of Pentacles can say, some of you may be making a sale, or some of you may be making a purchase. It depends. Like the purchase typically with the Ace of Pentacles is something that will produce crops, right? And so in this case, it would be like an investment or a house that you plan on keeping for 15, 20, 30 years, or whatever the case may be. Or some of you may have been in an investment for some time and you're now ready to turn a profit. It can bring those areas into your life. I think that that's possible here because you do have this 10 of Swords in the problem position. Now the 10 of Swords does say that something in your life is ending here, okay? And listen, it's in the problem position, so I mean, I have to do my due diligence here as a reader, but really as a reader, I like to take a more positive spin on the cards. And for me, the Ten of Swords does say that the worst is behind you and that there's new hope on the horizon. However, it does represent an ending. Okay, it can represent loss in some ways. Why do I feel like I just gave you a reading like this recently? But I feel like I just gave you a reading like this recently, but what I'm about to say is like, I feel like some of you the loss here is a sale. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just said this to you in another reading, but it's like when you sell something, you are transferring ownership. Like, for example, you transfer ownership of a house from you to another person. That's technically a loss, but it's not really a loss. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or when you sell a car, it's the same thing. And so it's almost like I'm not stressed out about this Ten of Swords like I never am, especially in this case, because you have one challenging card in a sea of positive cards. And so this reading is actually incredible. Let's just dive into this a little bit more. Now, in the past, you have the Ten of Cups here. So the Ten of Cups is really like total joy, happiness, contentment, good times. This family here has kind of figured out where the last cup in the rainbow is. They've gone over the rainbow here, and they are kind of living this sort of perfect, idyllic life for themselves. This is an incredibly positive energy. It's one of the happiest cards to find, one of the more positive cards to find in a tarot reading. And so in the past year, you have some type of happiness that has been kind of developing and forming. Now, the thing is, you have double tens here, okay? And the World. So we're building, you have triple tens. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, the World. Wow. Okay, so you are absolutely finishing something. So we have triple tens, triple knights, double aces. Do you see? So this is about completions. Any 10 in the tarot is something being completed in your life. It says that you've gone through something big here. And this is, I know that I say that phrase a lot in my readings, but I have to really drill this point home for you, Scorpio, in this message, because you have this combined with the World, which is an extreme completion. Okay, like there is so much certainty here. And so I'll be interested to see where this goes for you, Scorpio. In the future, you do have the the 10 of Stars. You have the Star card in the future position. So the Star is hope, healing, optimism for the future. This is one of my top, 2 or 3 favorite cards to find in a tarot reading, because this can see a wish being granted to you. This can see you, by the way, this can see you like being in the spotlight. This can see you, this is one of the cards I look for if you like have a social media following, because it can see you being in the starlight, you being a star, anything like that, when you get the Star card here. But this is also about healing. Like I said, they're pouring into the healing waters of renewal there. And so it's really an incredible card. Also clarity. I do think whatever's going on here with this 10 of Swords, you will understand why that situation had to end in your life here. The fact that we have the Star card in the future, for sure, you will figure out what's going on here. If you're a little bit hazy or you're a little bit unclear about what's going on with this 10 of Swords, this may be kind of mildly challenging energy here in the middle, I do feel like you will understand. Now, on your conscious awareness, on your thoughts, or on your mind, you have more kind of getting the ball rolling energy here with the Chariot. The Chariot is getting in their chariot and charging forward. Okay, you have the Chariot with 3 knights, which is basically 4 knights. And so the Chariot is exceeding expectations. It's driving forward. It is overcoming obstacles and really, really being a successful person and a success in the world. It's also as above, so below. You can see the star pattern on the canopy above, indicating the universe. We see the star here as well, and the Sphinx indicating the earth. As it is done in the universe, it is done down here. Okay, and so we have this star energy showing up. You have star power about you, I feel. I also feel like you can almost taste the victory here, or you can feel the victory here with the Chariot in the conscious row, what is on your mind. In the subconscious, you have the other ace in this reading. You have the Ace of Pentacles here in the current situation, and you have the Ace of Cups in the lower row, in the subconscious. The Ace of Cups can see you for some of you, you're forming this partnership with somebody here, for sure, in love. This could certainly be the start of a new relationship. I think for others of you, though, there's like some type of creative venture that you're getting started here. There's something else that you're getting started on here that's going to make you extremely happy. The Knight represents the event, it actually happening versus the Ace of Cups is like that sort of seed that you plant. You plant the seed with the cups. The Knight represents it happening. Do you understand? And so with this energy here, you've planted the seed, and I feel like it's almost like this surprise type of event happening where it's just like suddenly everything comes together. And that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling for you here right now, Scorpio. So in the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the World. It's like this, it's this reading where I feel like a broken record, because all of these cards have shared meaning that we pulled. We pulled all of these cards that have shared meaning. Okay, look, the World is even bigger than any 10 could provide in terms of a completion in the tarot, because this is the completion of the major arcana. The other cards are minor arcanas. This is the completion of something big, okay? It's almost like some of you are doing a life's work, like you're completing your life's work. I just heard the word foundation. I wonder if some of you head a foundation, or you're thinking about heading a foundation, like a charitable foundation, or like this is beyond the bank. This is beyond the money for you here, Scorpio. Like you are putting your heart and soul into something here. And this can feel like a real blessing. This can feel like a real blessing for you, where it's like, listen, I know this. This is something that I've experienced in my life personally. Money cannot buy you true happiness. And this is kind of the energy that I'm feeling. Like I'm somebody who's not had any money at all, and I'm also somebody who's had money. And I can tell you for sure that money cannot buy you happiness in life. And I get the sense that whatever you're doing here is bigger. It's bigger than money. It's bigger than, having the nice house, driving the Lambo, driving whatever. This is something that you feel on a soul level, and this is coming to a completion here. This is within the stars. This is within the stars here, Scorpio. In the external influence, you have this Knight of Swords. This is about you charging forward here, as you can see with this person. Now, this is very good for taking action. It's a card that tells you to take advantage of this opportunity and seize the day, because you never know when you'll have the opportunity again. However, just a friendly reminder, we are in this Mercury retrograde. It is a good time to just give yourself extra time, double check, go over things, so forth and so on. Do not make impulsive decisions, because the Knight of Swords can be an impulsive energy. Okay, in the hopes and fears here, you have this Ten of Pentacles. Look, I just went on this whole kind of rant about how it's bigger than money. Well, I get the sense that it's sort of like it is bigger than money for you here, but you also have this empire that you're building here. You have this foundation here. And what I feel like saying is whatever it is that you're building, it's like it's not necessarily even specifically for your generation. It's like I know this is big, obviously. This is a really big reading, and this isn't going to be everybody's story. But for some of you, it's like you're hoping what you're doing now will be around for 50 years, 50 years, 100 years, or whatever, because I heard that word foundation. And if you're here in this love situation, sorry for bumping the camera there, Scorpio. I'm excited in this reading, if you can't tell, because I don't get readings like this often. If you're here for a relationship, it's like you're hoping that what this person can provide you, what you can provide together, is something like you're looking to build a family, right? Like you're looking for something that is not just, you're not wanting this relationship to just be a couple year type thing, like a 2-year, 3-year relationship. You're wanting this thing to go for a long time, and to maybe even have children and build the empire out that way. In the outcome here, you have the Knight of Wands. Okay, movement forward. Okay, the Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands is a big card that you want to see if you're looking to change zip code, which certainly some of you could, because you have this World card here. Both cards can indicate travel in some ways, and the Chariot as well, travel by vehicle. But I think this Knight of Wands is more about your talents, more about your passions in life, and an event happening around this passion that I've been talking about, around whatever came to your mind when I said foundation. it's like it's an event around that type of situation. Let's go ahead and take these 3 tarot cards here. Wow. Okay, so you have the Page of Swords, you have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Devil. Okay, it's not going to happen tomorrow, Scorpio. Okay, you want it to happen tomorrow with the Knight of Swords. Actually, with 3 knights and a chariot, you want it to happen tomorrow. Well, the Page of Swords is like, slow down here, Chief. This is going to take a minute, okay? The Page of Swords is potentially a delay, news of delay, maybe a little bit of a setback. Remember, time gets all weird during these retrograde periods of time. It's okay. You have all the time that you need in the world. Allow it to happen. Allow it to manifest when it's supposed to manifest in divine timing. You have the Queen of Cups, which is a patient, intuitive, psychic type of energy here. This is somebody who's like the second most intuitive card in the tarot behind the High Priestess. So, allowing yourself to take as much time as you need, take care of yourself, regulate your emotions, regulate your energy, get ready because something big's happening. And then you have this Devil energy as well, which is for you in this reading, nothing to be afraid of. It's about patience for you. The Devil in this case is about patience. These 3 Kipper cards, you have Journey, Main Male, and Family Room. Okay, some of you are absolutely going the distance here, taking a big journey in life. Again, this is bigger than money. This is much bigger than money. With this World card, with 3 tens, with the Knights, with the Chariot, this is you building your foundation. This is you building your legacy for the long haul. You have Family Room. For some of you, you're going to achieve this through family. For others of you, it's going to be through like a foundation, like through a charitable organization or through, a way to give back to the collective in some way. Neither is right or wrong. I'm not saying one is better than the other. It just depends on what you've kind of agreed to do in this lifetime. And your contract, so to speak, with the universe that you've agreed to do here in this lifetime. And so, not sure what's going on with Main Male. I don't attach gender to my cards, but you could be dealing with a masculine energy here at this time. But this could also just be referring to you because this is one of the 2 protagonists in the Kipper deck. So, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next reading.